So President Trump unveiling the Freedom Means Affordable Cars initiative to reverse Biden ERA car policies that he says made prices skyrocket.
People were brainwashed. This is a green new scam. And people were paying too much for a car that didn't work as well. And now they're going to have a great car that's going to be environmentally friendly, but it's going to cost you a lot less, and it's going to work great. All of the nonsense is being taken out of the cars.
The initiative cuts Biden's plans for strict fuel standards, and the White House says it will save American families, listen to this, $109 billion over 5 years and drop the price of new cars by $1,000 on average.
So Ford Motor CEO Jim Farley, you saw him in the White House yesterday, joined the president in the Oval for the big announcement, and he joins us now. Jim, what should we all know about the significance of the CAFE standards? What is it going to mean to your sticker price?
It's a really important improvement for U.S. customers. What you should know is that this is a victory for affordability and common sense. As the president said, you know, we will be able to offer more affordability on our popular models, and we'll be able to launch new vehicles built in America that are more affordable because of this rule change. Frankly, CAFE was totally out of touch with the market reality. We were forced to sell EVs and other vehicles. We're not going back to gas guzzlers. We have a lot of EVs and a lot of hybrids at Ford, but now customers get a chance to choose what they want, not buy what we force on them.
So, Jim, I don't want to just talk about cars with you because I think that limits you. Obviously, you're a big-time CEO. You know the things that are happening with the market. So when it comes to cars and everything else, when do you think Americans should expect things to become more affordable, since we continue to hear that buzzword now?
I love that question. You know, I think the combination of some of the adjustments to tariffs as well as these basically fuel economy standards being more reasonable with the market, you're going to start to see prices continue to fall. They actually have fallen this year, but they've been very expensive since COVID and with these requirements. I think you'll see going into the end of this year and early part of next year, prices for cars will come down. We can build basically what America wants, and what America wants is affordable vehicles. You know, our affordable range in November was up 25%. The market was down. So that's what Americans want to buy. They want to buy Mavericks. They want to buy XLT F-150s.
Yeah, Jim, I come from a Ford family. My husband has an F-250, my dad an F-150, so we love your vehicles. The governor of California, CEO, had these words about CEOs. He leveled a criticism. Let's listen to them.
You're selling new knee pads for all CEOs, universities, and GOP bending the knee to Donald Trump.
And they were sold out, just like our universities were selling out, just like our law firms were selling out, just like a lot of CEOs were selling out this country, our future, our republic, selling out my kids, your grandkids.
I mean, it seems to me you're not selling out the country, but CEOs working with the president of the United States behooves the American people. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I think, look, Ford's been around for 120 years. We've seen a lot of different leaders of the country, but I'm very proud that Ford is the most American car company. We build more in our country than anyone else. We have the most factory workers. We export the most. And Governor Newsom or anyone in the country, you know, must understand what's different about Ford. And, you know, having regulations that are in line with customers is just good policy. And that's what we're seeing with these kind of moves on fuel economy. Look, Ford was number 2 to Tesla on EV last year. We have hybrids. So in California or other places, you know, people have choice. What we think makes sense for Americans is to offer everyone a broad range. We're not going back to gas guzzlers. You know, we sell a lot of EVs, but we want people to have choice. And that's not what the regulations were about. Now this gets us back to giving customers choice. The customers are in the driver's seat.
So tell me about tariffs. The goal is to bring manufacturing back. Hey, Honda. Hey, Hyundai. If you want to build cars without tariffs, build them here. How is this all affecting you and the president's policies that were rolled out in April?
it's an interesting topic for Ford because we never left America, and but a lot of our direct competitors and domestic competitors left America. Now they're coming back. We've seen huge investment numbers from our competitors committing to build factories, not in the future, but in the short term. And we think that's great at Ford, being the leading manufacturer. And we're also investing. We're converting our Louisville, Kentucky plant into an affordable EV plant, which we think will compete with the Chinese in terms of cost. So I think what you're seeing in our industry is more and more announcements of manufacturing coming back to the country. And there's more that we need to do in that regard. What we're seeing now is a shortage of skilled labor in the essential economy. So even though the jobs are coming back, we have to do a better job with training programs to get more people into these kind of jobs, like vehicle mechanics in our dealerships.
Jim Farley.
Jim, we're already over time, but I got to just ask you this question. I know you're not a political guy, but we were told that the Inflation Reduction Act was going to bring down inflation. From a practical standpoint, did it help your business?
Well, that's a great question. We basically saw prices go up since COVID. They haven't really, moderated until the beginning of this year. So we are starting to see prices level off, and I believe, as we said, it will go down. But over the last couple of years, prices for cars have gone up. That's the reality. That's the data.
All right.
Jim Farley, thanks you for your
Jim.
time.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.